Welcome to Minute Minds Media. Today we delve into the fascinating realm of deception detection. We've all had those moments where something someone says just doesn't quite add up. Is it a misunderstanding, or is there something more to it? Could they be lying? Human behavior is a complex tapestry woven with threads of truth, half-truths, and sometimes outright lies. But fear not, for every lie leaves a trail, tiny, almost imperceptible signs that something is amiss. Imagine being able to pick up on these signs, becoming a human lie detector of sorts. Today we'll be taking a closer look at 7 telltale signs that someone might not be telling you the whole truth. From darting eyes to peculiar mouth movements, these signs offer intriguing insights into human behavior and the psychology of lying. Join us as we explore 7 little signs someone may be lying. First on the list, we have the timeless indicator, evading eye contact. This behavior has been as consistent as deceit itself. When individuals lie, they frequently struggle to maintain eye contact with the one they're misleading. But what's the reason behind it? The science is truly intriguing. Psychologists propose that this response correlates with guilt feelings and the apprehension of being exposed. Our brain subconsciously identifies eye contact with truthfulness and openness. Hence, when we're not being truthful, we naturally dodge it. For instance, a person lying their whereabouts might start looking elsewhere when questioned, or a child might avoid eye contact when lying about eating a cookie before dinner. It's as if we're attempting to erect a physical obstruction between our falsehood and the person it's aimed at. Therefore, if someone seems to find everything else more captivating than your gaze, they might be concealing something. However, a word of caution: not everyone who avoids eye contact is lying. Sometimes they might just be shy or anxious. Let's proceed to the second sign, excessive fidgeting. We've all endured that jittery sensation when we're nervous or under pressure. This nervous energy often discloses itself in physical movements. For instance, a student might fidget excessively when lying about completing their homework, or a person might show restlessness when lying about their relationship status. This is what we call fidgeting, common among those who are trying to deceive. Why is that, you might wonder? It's an automatic attempt to release tension. When we lie, we experience a certain degree of stress, and our bodies naturally yearn to eliminate it. Fidgeting is one strategy our bodies employ to accomplish this. Thus, if you spot someone excessively fidgeting during a conversation, it might suggest more than just nervousness. It could be a hint that they're not being completely honest, but bear in mind, context is key. Don't hastily jump to conclusions. Next time someone can't seem to sit still during a conversation, it might not simply be restlessness. Let's consider the third sign, inconsistent storytelling. Now, crafting a narrative can be quite a skill, but when it comes to deception, the storyline often crumbles. Let's consider an instance where a person might show inconsistencies in their story when lying about their job. Truth-telling has a natural flow to it. It's akin to strolling a well-trodden path. However, lies are the equivalent of blazing a new trail instantly. The brain, not used to this unexplored path, may find it hard to maintain a seamless storyline. Such struggles can lead to discrepancies, contradictions, or abrupt shifts in the narrative. For example, a child might find it hard to stick to the same version of the story when lying about breaking a vase. If you observe a person frequently changing details or forgetting what they've previously said, could indicate that they're not being sincere. However, it's crucial to point out that memory isn't infallible, and truthful people can err too. So, don't make assumptions based purely on sign. Bear in mind, inconsistencies might reveal more than the narrative itself. The fourth sign takes us to the realm of body language, defensive postures. Now, you might think that a person crossing their arms is merely uncomfortable or cold, but in the context of a conversation, it could mean something entirely different. You see, when someone is lying, they often subconsciously adopt defensive body postures. They may cross their arms, lean away, or even angle their body away from you. This isn't a conscious decision, but an instinctive reaction to create a barrier, a form of self-protection. It's as if their body is trying to shield itself from the probing eyes of truth. Of course, it's important to remember that context is key. A person might simply be cold or uncomfortable. However, if this defensive body language is coupled with other signs, it could be an indication that they're not being entirely truthful. So, a defensive posture might mean more than just discomfort. The fifth sign is in the blink of an eye, rapid blinking. Now, you may be wondering, what does blinking have to do with lying? Well, it's quite fascinating, really. When we're under stress, our blink rate tends to increase. This is because blinking is a natural response to stress, as it helps to shield our eyes and, by extension, ourselves from perceived danger. When someone is being dishonest, they may feel a heightened sense of stress, which can lead to an increase in blinking. This isn't to say that everyone who blinks rapidly is a fibber. Other factors such as dry eyes or certain medications can also increase blink rate. But when coupled with other signs of deception, rapid blinking can serve as a revealing tell. So next time you're in a conversation, don't just listen to the words being spoken. Pay attention to the eyes too. They're often more telling than we realize, so keep an eye on those eyes. The sixth sign is all about voices, but not genuine ones. Picture this. You're in a conversation and the person's voice pitch goes up, but there's something off. They might be lying about their age. This, my friends, might be a telltale sign of a lie in progress. You see, a genuine voice tone is usually consistent even when discussing sensitive issues like age. It remains steady and calm. A fake voice pitch, however, is typically higher. It's a controlled, conscious act, often used as a mask to hide what a person truly feels. Or imagine this scenario: a student's voice pitch changes when questioned about a failed test. Why does this happen? Well, when we lie, it's a cognitive load on the brain. And this load makes it hard to produce a spontaneous, genuine voice tone. So, a change in voice pitch might not always mean excitement. And finally, the seventh sign. Overcompensation in detail. When people lie, they frequently overcompensate by providing more details than necessary. This overcompensation is not just an unconscious oversharing, it's a subconscious attempt to make the lie appear more believable, more credible. Overcompensation in detail can potentially be a sign of dishonesty. However, it's important to consider the context and other signs as well. An excessive detail story doesn't stand alone as a foolproof method. Take note of the devil often being in the details. Pay keen attention to these over-explanations and you might just reveal a lie. Remember, the devil is often in the details. So there you have it. 7 little signs someone may be lying. Let's break it down for you. Traits you can look out for when you suspect someone might not be entirely honest. But bear in mind, it's crucial to use this knowledge responsibly. Understanding the limitations of these signs is key. Remember, they're not foolproof indicators of dishonesty. Instead, they should be used as a starting point for open and honest communication. If you notice these signs, rather than jumping to conclusions, use it as an opportunity to initiate a conversation, to ask clarifying questions, or to express your concerns. Now, armed with this new knowledge, go out into the world and amaze and bewilder your friends with your newfound ability to read between the lines. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use your knowledge wisely and always strive for understanding over judgment. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that we may continue to bring you informative and fascinating content. Your support helps us continue to unpack these fascinating insights and intriguing topics. Until next time, keep your mind curious, your heart open, and your eyes peeled for the truth.